The Wish Doctor, Dr. Kelsey here, a brief tutorial on setting up and using your vampire machine. This is a combination of the wishing machine as well as the vampire machine. So let's go through this real quick. Along with the machine itself, you are getting, of course, that's the uniqueness of this, because I'm going to explain that in a moment, but you're also getting Orgone Pyramid. Okay? Isn't that gorgeous? And in here, boxed separately but in the same packaging, is your Tesla coil. In previous videos, I had an extra power button on this machine that was approximately here, and I have chosen not to use that again. I only have one power switch on the machine itself, and that's on the back. And this uses a button battery in it. If all of a sudden you see that light does not come on, then 4 little tiny screws you can access to change the battery there. So you're powered on that. On the Tesla coil, it comes with its own power source. Okay? Will be in this box here. And down in there is the Tesla coil itself. When you're using it, you set it up, and you can use it 2 ways. You can set it here, it's not going to fit perfectly, or simply set it to the side of the machine and it'll function properly. So that has another power source. There's 2 power sources, the one on the machine itself, the other for the Tesla coil. Okay? So, very extensive manual to explain all the components, including why a purple plate. If you'll notice, most people doing wishing machines are using just a white stick plate. Tesla energy plate right there. Isn't that something? Very powerful. You have an input and output jack. Okay? There's several ways that you can set the frequencies here. I use 5 knobs on all my machines. Okay, so you start at 0. Some people use this like that, and they'll feel a little bit of a friction, and that's, as they're doing that, they're also turning a knob. I can only use one hand because I'm filming this. You stop where you begin to feel a little friction. Some people, you go through all 5 like that. Some people use a pendulum. Some people just use their senses. They go through and it feels right there. So there's more than one way to do that. Whatever works for you. Feel free to experiment with this. If you're wanting to use this as a vampire machine to get energy from some source, you would put something to represent, like a picture of the sun or a waterfall. I discourage using this in a nefarious way by stealing some individual's energy. That's what we think of when we think of a psychic vampire. But you can you can use a picture, you can write on a post-it the sun. You would insert the paper right here. You don't have to push it way back, but just right inside there, and then you would turn this light on, and then of course you would go through the processes of setting the frequencies here. Where do you want the energy to go? If you want it to go to yourself, you've got a picture or something to identify you here, the Orgone Pyramid there, as well as once you get all this set, then you move your picture or whatever is representing the person that you want to receive this energy would, once everything's set, be moved to the output stick plate. And this could be then set on that. Once you get all that set up, then you can set up your Tesla coil. Never use the Tesla coil. Never keep it running when you're not in a place to monitor this. In other words, if you're leaving the house, turn the Tesla coil off. You can leave everything else on. The Tesla coil serves as an amplification. You can set it here, right next to this slot of the vampire machine. And do not put this in a confined space. Leave it in an open space, especially when you're using the Tesla coil with it. So all this is covered in this extensive manual, and then there's another manual, there's personal information on there. I don't want to show that, but covers your life path number and your birthstone. This is not to be opened. It's sealed. It's sealed for a reason. There's crystals in here, things that represent you personally are inside here to make this personalized to you. So the biggest difference, so you'll find this in the videos I made of earlier versions, was there was a switch here, which I've taken out, and that's no longer needed on this machine. I wish you the best wishes and good luck, and you can always correspond with me, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Best wishes, everyone, on your new vampire machine.